All right. Mm-hmm. 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 Y'all, I'm live. I'm live. Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all, I'm on. I know y'all was waiting on for me to come on live. All right, you all. I'm gonna give y'all a time to come on. Say hi. Motivational Monday with me, Dr.Chef Felicia Ann. I am motivated, y'all. All right, now I'm waiting. I want you all to chime in. Hit the like and the subscribe button because I am here waiting to motivate our people. Thank you so much for you all that was commenting. I did get a chance to respond back to some of our Fruitful Friday. I saw my sisters and my brothers, different ones that wanted to subscribe in. And so I'm going to give you all the time. Anybody that comes in, let me know that you're there because you know we are on these live computers and sometimes they show us and sometimes they don't. However, I am here and I am motivated to motivate you all on Motivational Monday. And we will be, y'all say that. Let me know you're here. Whose time it is? Say hello. Say hi. All right, I'm going to let different ones. I'm going to give it a little bit of time for you guys to tune in. I see a few. I think I see a few that's tuned in. So I'm ready. Yeah, y'all, I made it through the weekend. I hope that you all did too. I pray that you all did too. Of course, if you're tuning in, that means that you made it through Fruitful Friday. You made it through the Sabbath. You made it through your Sunday. And now you're here. So that's something to be thankful about. All right. Covered by God, only purpose. Hey, beautiful. Oh, I love that title. Y'all know y'all get me with them. That's what I'm talking about. That is what, look, covered by God. And now, see, I could have made that a discussion, but instead, I'm going to discuss about the parasites and what's eating you. We got a lot of them out there, y'all. And you know, I'm going to give it to you all from the natural and from the mind, the spirit realm, how we are supposed to be able to still allow ourselves to be motivated. All right, all right, all right. Give y'all time. All right, this is Dr. Chef Felicia Ann. I am here to help motivate you all. And I just simply wanted to know on this Monday, we're going to try to flat up something for y'all on what's eating you. I'm curious. Can someone tell me what you think that's eating you on this motivational Monday? Because whatever's eating you, I'm going to show and I'm going to share with you all how to get rid of it. That's what this Motivational Monday is about. And so for those of y'all who want to like and share, know that this helps because you never know who may need to be motivated. I'm saying now more and more people are coming on board and different ones are doing Motivational Mondays and things of that nature. That is a title that I came up with last year and was able to utilize it. And I don't get bothered when someone does something positive. As a matter of fact, we all need to jump on the bandwagon of the positive things more so than all of the negative that's out there. I mean, we got a lot, and there'll always be more negative, it seems like, than positive in this world that we live in. And so I'm just inspired even more. So I don't know about y'all. Greetings to everyone that's tuning in now. I see some of y'all are calling in. Yes, I know y'all. This is funny. I'm not gonna lie. I laid in that bed and I was up most of the night. I got up about 2 a.m. and then I wind up. I had to, get myself motivated, and then I wind up laying down at about 4 a.m. again. I rest. I said, okay, all right. and I was listening to something that was motivational about our parasites and how it's eating away at us. And right in the midst of listening to a doctor about the parasites again, this is something that I have been studying for a long time. And I've been thinking about it. And I've been thinking about how we all started off in our creation of looking like a little bitty worm, and how I thought about the earth and all of the different parasites that's in the earth, and how when we pass away, when we transition out of this fleshly body and go back into the dirt, and how parasites take over us then as well. So they're with us from the beginning to the end, is what I'm hearing. But how many know on this Monday that you still have to be motivated to do the work and do what you have to do in order? Can we live with them? Yes, we can, even when it's eating you. Yes. I'm just saying, y'all, I know. It's like, what can be motivating about thinking about what's eating you? It can motivate you to know that you are in a position to where you are bigger than the parasite, and you still have a mind, and there's still much knowledge out here for us to learn that's able to help you to learn how to fight the bad parasites. Now, note there are good parasites and there are bad parasites, and what we want to help you to get rid of, since so that you can know what's eating you, we want to help you get rid of the bad ones. Now, there are a few of the bad ones that's there to eat up bad bacteria and the trash that's in your stomach, even the sugar, the artificial sugar, the refined sugars. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so those are fine, y'all. Those are fine. Hey there. All right now. All right now. Amen. Yes, thank you so much. Is that the other sister I know? Oh yeah, you guys. I know on the Monday. It's challenging. I just told you. I laid back down and I was like, uh-huh. And while I'm getting all this in, then somebody said, okay, it's something that you have to teach about today to help motivate the people. And before I know it, I had a nice, good, supportive thought through another doctor, and it came together. And I was like, oh, okay. I like that. I like that thought. And so I wanted to share that with you all on this day. And so I want to be able to start off what is really good, since this is what some people consider, with it being summer hour work day. Some people consider this as the first day of the week. Now we know that that's not so, but it feels like it for those of you all who are in the grind of the Mondays, of the Monday to Friday grind. It feels like it. And so this is the reason why I believe that it's so. And then when I even think about the term Monday, it sounds like mundane. It's just something about the Monday that just don't sound as rejuvenating as Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then, when you get to Thursday and Friday, everybody's looking to the weekend. And so that's what I think the real deal is about, us thinking about, oh, got to go through a whole nother week of trying to get through the week, whatever it is that's eating you, that's causing you discomfort, that's causing your mind to be overtaken, that got you every Monday wondering if I'm going to make it through this eating regimen today, what I'm going to do today, what's going to make me feel good today, what's going to make me feel healthy today, am I going to make it through this test today? Will I be able to pass this? Or will I be able to get along with my coworkers today? Will I be able to get along with my mate today? Will I be able to talk to the children today? It's so many things that eat at us just like parasites. And so I want to be able to share that with you all, and how important it is for us to make sure that we are equipped with how to fight off the parasites that's eating us. And so I'm here to on Instagram for those of you all, when you see, like, and share. And so therefore, I'm wondering if there's any questions. I am able to see you all now in the chat. Yes, the comments are there, and I'm able to respond. If you're not ready right away, that's fine. Ain't no pressure. I'm just going to go in because I was going over the information and I was thinking about it. And it's just something that has been with me for so long. And I was thinking about how the parasites remind you of sometimes people that have bad spirits. because that's the way it does. It causes you, bad parasites causes you to crave things that the body should not have, that causes it different ailments. It eats away at different organs, not allowing them to function or to ask for that that's nourishing to the body. So just imagine, this is the same mentality, and this is how it is when you're dealing with toxic situations on your job, toxic situations in your home, toxic situations when you go out and about, and you feel like you want control over it, and you can't take a good enough positive, you don't have a good enough impact in order for your mind to be clear and focused on, okay, how do I make something good out of this? How do I get through this? And so when I think about parasites, I cannot not think about how I have to deal with the what they call the curse of life at the same time. And so before I go in and get more and more indulged into, I want to say just a simple, short prayer for our people that as you tune in, and that's what I'm going to start off with for this Monday. All right, Father, we thank you so much for blessing our people that are tuning in. We know it is early, the early bird, you say, catch the worm. And right now, we're trying to focus on catching the bad parasites. We thank you right now for those who want to support, those who are struggling within their bodies with sickness and ailments. And we ask right now that you touch my mind, my body, my soul to be able to encourage and motivate our people on this day, to be able to have the willpower to be able to fight against every parasite that comes into their body, that comes into the mind to destroy them. We thank you and we appreciate you and ask that you give us the determination, even with parasites within us, to be able to press forth the mark of your high calling. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. All right. All right. And this is how I've always started. My mindset has always started there. Before I would sit down on my knees, I would always pray. So for those who are that are spiritual, and for those who are that even meditate, just understand that everything starts in the mind. And yes, you have a spirit, an energy within you that's able to speak into those parasites that's eating us. It's no different than when you're hearing someone say something negative or something bad to you. We've all have been there one time or the other. If you are an adult listening, and there are some children that may listen, I promise you, we all understand when you have to take your mind and say, no, that's not true. If somebody say something negative or something, or bring up your past, you're like, no, I remember when you done. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not what happened. You reject that because you remember how you remember. You're thinking about what you want to receive in your spirit, in your mind, because you know that it is going to affect your attitude. Am I right or am I wrong, y'all? Hey, there's this Grand Rising, Deidre. Yes. And so therefore, we have to get to a place where we understand that we cannot allow parasitic, bad, negative parasitics take over the body, the gut, or within your whole system, no more than you can allow it to take over your mind. When it takes over your mind, it has the whole body. You know, I think often about the scriptures when they say that if you got the head, there's a scripture that states if you have the head, then it takes the whole house. And that is true. I have lived that. I understand that. And I understand it is so to a whole nother level, like really in the natural. If head that's running certain things and they have the ability to take and change things, decide that they're not going to take care of the house, then therefore the house has to go. It means someone else has to come into a place to have to try to save the home. It's no different from if the firefighter came and here it is, a fire broke out and the head or the mother or the father hasn't woken up and realized that the house is on fire. And I know it's touching, this is going to touch bases to somebody. So my apologies if it brings up any bad memories of anyone that tune in and you have experienced a house fire. Let me say that. But I'm just using it as an example that you right away, somebody has to call the fire department or else it's going to take out the whole family. So therefore, We have to have our head, our minds. We have to stay alert. And this is what parasites come along to do. It comes to destroy the mind. It comes to eat away and cause your body to crave different things that comes to call to throw off your signals, your transmitters that says wake up, your to mess with your senses that says wait a minute, I smell something. Instead, it makes you smell chemicals. Whatever you've been feeding your parasites within you, that's exactly what it's going to make you respond to. So, for instance, I heard the pastor teach about gossiping. If you gossip, and I had thought about it, I said, was like, if you gossip, and I asked, I said, what's gossiping? Of course, we know the definition of gossiping. And I said, well, what's gossiping? And it said when you start talking to somebody about something negative. I'm like, oh, okay. But I correlate that with, well, what if it's the truth? And she's like, well, yeah, then you have to size up whether or not it's necessary. So meaning that if something has someone confused, if it has you in a place of having your mind perplexed, and where you can't figure out which way to go, what to believe, what to do, then yes, sometimes it is necessary to share that may be considered negative in order for a person to have relief, to understand that, okay, I'm being told the truth, in order for them to feel like positivity has put their minds to rest, where they can say, oh, okay, I see, I understand. I'm mentioning that to you again. I won't talk to you about that again. Well, it's not that easy when we're taking in the parasites that's been set out here, and they're mutating, and then they're putting it in the food, you all. And they're putting it in your water faucet. They're putting it in your drink. It's slick. And then I just came across a study, and I can't wait. I'm going to get to a place, you all, where I will be able to share, and we're going to go over some of these videos and some of this information that I've been getting from MD doctors and scientists and biologists. We're going to get to this place, just like you all see the new little link there where I made it. It's coming together, y'all. It's coming together. So I just want to thank you all for you all's motivation to keep coming back before you all, because without that, oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Even with all of the strength that the Most High has placed in me, I promise you, it has been a challenge. And so I realized that if me myself have been called really strong and focused for the most part of my life, if the parasites and the negative things that come my way affect me and make me feel like, oh well, what's the use? Then I'm thankful that I have the mentality and the mindset that, okay, this can't possibly just be me feeling this, because you hear enough, you've seen enough. You have friends, you have family, you have associates, you have your partners that are going through things, and you see the effect they have on them, and you see them saying, I almost felt like I'm giving up. Well, I've learned that the parasites that's eating you, they will help to cause you to feel depressed, because they're taking away for all of the vital nutrients, all of the good things. They're eating away at it that's in your system. So it automatically affects how you think and what motivates you to do better, what motivates you to grow as a person, what motivates you to be able to have a good attitude versus what we call a bad attitude. Yeah, I've seen some people. Hey there, Marvell. Hey, Grant. It's good to see you. I'm looking down now, and I'm trying to make sure that I have it set to where I'm able to see it without getting my face to it. Hey there, sister. Yes, sister Jane. You go. Yours. Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much, Sister Deidre. And so we got Instagram on here too, you all. And so you all share. I know the channel is a little long. The people don't know. It is Dr. Chef Felicia Ann Wellness Channel. Yes. And for those of you all who want to call in for consultation, I do need to have that placed into the chat. Eventually, someone can put that into the chat. The number to call for your consultations, the first number, business number, is 618-388-8100. I'm going to say that again. It's 618-388-8100. And then there's another line that I do have that's still open for now, and it is 314-705-6264. And so some of you all have that one because that was the first one that I started off with. However, I am transferring more of us over to my main line, my main business line. And you can leave messages. You can leave voicemails on that one, and you can schedule in for your consultation. Well, hey there, Kristen. How you doing there, darling? This is our Motivational Monday, and I just wanted to know what's eating you. And so I'm going to share with you all what I understand that's eating all of us, that some of us do not realize that's eating you, that's causing you to be sick, that's causing you to be unbalanced spiritually, that's affecting our attitudes and all. And so that's what this Motivational Monday is about. And so you all can feel free to ask questions too while you're at it, and I will answer them as we all go. And so I will be paying attention, because at first we didn't have the comments on a little bit ago. And so I'm thankful that some of my sisters, they chimed in and it's like, hey, we can't leave no comment. We just trying to leave comment. I said, give it to our soul sisters to make sure that Dr. Chef is doing what she got to do to make sure that we get it right. And so, and that's another thing, even with parasites, even when sometimes when people are trying to help us, and when you have them eating you inside out like that, and even with the negative thoughts that's eating your mind and your good thoughts, you can't even receive. Think about it. You can't even receive constructive criticism or a little helping hand because they have pride. These parasites, you all, that we are going to get more and more in depth with. This will not be my first time addressing parasites because they are their own spirit and their own entity, and they are a living thing. Yes, it's a living thing. And so I know some of you all have been on YouTube and you've heard about it, you've seen about it, and you're like, oh, well, how can we get over it? Some of us, we don't like to be grossed out, but at the end of the day, we can't run from it. You gotta fight it. I heard something negative the other day, and I was on the feel good mode, and something about some past, and I don't even want to call out the name because I'm like, I don't want to give it no whole lot of victory or no lot of power, because there's energy in our mouth, in our words, and in our tongues, and you have to choose. I had to consciously, intentionally choose to talk about what's eating us, what's eating you. What kind of parasites are eating you? Well, we got the parasites that are literally taking, and I will get to a place where I can get moderators in as well. And so I'm appreciative for those of y'all, anyone that want to be a moderator, let me know, and I'll see how I can get that. Hey, I'm gonna start calling her Mama Sherry. She came in, she got in on YouTube. Good morning, y'all. You all give a greet to Mama Sherry. She has hey, Kimberly, how you doing, Nika Kimberly? Good to see you. Lauren Nicole, hey, Tara Thompson. That go my sisters. Hey, there y'all go. Get Instagram, Najee. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all better get motivated. If I can do it, y'all can do it. I'm not working with nothing else more extra than y'all. Y'all got access to the goods. Y'all got access to those parasites. So we got to do it. And yes, I am going to show you all something simple. When you don't want to take out the time and have to be popping pills and all these other things, all that's good. Yeah, it's convenient, but everybody can't do it. Some of us are natural people, and we want to figure out natural ways of doing this. Hey, shalom there. Oh, I'm so good to see. It's so good to see our people rise. The early bird get the worm, and in this case, on Motivational Monday, we're getting ready to find out what's eating us. And so I'm gonna share with you all until you all get some questions in. I see y'all, different ones. I see you now. I'm going to share with you what has been eating me. Negativity. It wasn't parasites. Yes, I had a mind. Hey there. It's that, what's that, Tree J? Greetings, Queen. How y'all doing? Y'all know I just love y'all. Look. I got to stop. Y'all know I'm always going to say something positive. I am so appreciative, and I have to give the honor back to my mother. I have to give the honor back to my grandmother. I promise you, and even my aunties. I have to give it back, you all. This energy that you all see that I have, and I've shared it many times before, but I got to share it again because I'm trying to reap. I'm trying to reap some of this back. I promise you, my mother, my grandmother, there were some real soul sisters. They were sisters that showed us how to be a sister to another sister. And that's a beautiful thing because I grew up also hearing the other parasites, the other negative, how women always keep some stuff going. They always doing it. This, and other. And I do, y'all. I wind up attracting some of those women. So, you know what? I don't do females. I don't do. I'm like, well, why are you doing me? Oh, well, because you different. You don't keep up no drama in my life. You good to me. You're positive to me. We good. We cool. I know you care about me. And I say, and I challenge you all. I do. Well, then let me challenge you. If I'm good to you and you know I love you and you know that I'm here trying to motivate, even though I go through my test and I got something that's eating me, I got a whole bunch of things that's eating me. And it goes beyond just parasites. And yes, it does. It makes me want to go and get some chocolate and some ice cream. Yep, Dr. Chef said it. I'm going to tell the truth and put that parasites to shame. Yes, it does. I want to always do no lemon. No, I don't. I said it. What y'all do about it? You love my energy, not that? Yes. I don't want to. Did y'all hear me? Yeah, I said it. Motivational Monday. This is about. Now, this is how it becomes motivational. Let's tell the truth and help set some of these parasites free. Okay. I don't always feel like having to go and cut on the juice. I'm like, oh yeah, ain't too many telling y'all that, huh? Like they make it look like everybody just prettied up and they just juicing and they just eating good and healthy all the time. And I know, I already hear the thoughts before some of y'all said, well, Dr. Chef, you can do that. You are in your BMI. Don't make me say a swear word. To hell with that. Did I? Pray for me, Sister Cherry. Where's Pastor Simmons at? Yeah, I said it. That don't mean no. That's not what that means. That's not what that means, sisters. The parasites. Anytime we take in artificial things that's chemically set up and designed to destroy our system, to mess with our minds, it doesn't matter whether you in your BMI or not. It still has an effect on your spirit. It still has an effect on whether or not you're going to feel too sluggish in the morning to get up, to do this, to do whatever your task and your job is. This is the reason why I had to find out what's eating you out. So if somebody say what's eating you, and then I could tell you exactly what you need to do to fight against it. And so if it's negative thoughts, yes, I intertwine the two because you can't have one without the other. If I take, and yes, I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to make it simple. And I'm going to show y'all what I do with this lemon, with this organic lemon. And that is a start because it's a booster. Even if you don't have your organic lemon and you have essential lemon oil, and I've heard only a few people say, well, I can't take it, Dr. Shell. I have some clients that would tell me that I can't. Yes, sis. I love it. Thank you, sister. And I'm like, even when for those who can't do the lemon because they say, okay, I have leaky guts or I have acid reflux. Understand that acid reflux is not what you think that it is. In most cases, a lot of us think that the acid reflux means that it's coming from the acid. No. No. And if that be the case, then that is the time for you to just drink a little nice spring pure water or distilled water to help flush that system out. In some cases, to have something soothing like a lavender, organic, decaffeinated tea that helps soothe and heal that throat and that voice, and it'll penetrate throughout your body, and it'll calm your nerve. Sometimes it's all to take a little chamomile tea. I got some over there. Let me see. I got so many of them teas over there, y'all. Yes, I'm a tea girl. I just left. I was just invited, and I want to get a shout out to Queen Flossie. Yes, that girl is doing her thing, y'all. She got a turmeric tea. I shared it to you all some months back that was watching me. And so I automatically, y'all, got this little bougie thing going with my finger. So don't be talking about me because I don't know that it's there most of the time. And so, yeah, that might be, I don't know where it came from, but could have been because my ancestors was people of royalty or something. And the same for you all. Bottom line is that we have to get to a place, y'all, to where we don't make excuses for cleansing ourselves. And I do mean that for those who are anybody that's have excess amount of waste. I don't like the term, and I'm trying to get further away from it, from overweight and big and fat. And some of us we've heard that all our lives. And guess what? It doesn't stop our women and our men from being overweight. I like to say carrying an excess amount of waste. And I had gotten to a point because I was in my BMI most all my life, except for when I was pregnant with my 4 children. I was thinking to myself, okay, what's eating my relatives that's overweight? What's eating them? What's got them in a state of mind of depression? And it will always go back to, hey, that's Sister Alicia. It will always go back to depression about the excess amount of waste. I got all this waste on me. See, you small, so you can do that. Hey, Lady Tia, it says, see, you small, you can do that. I said, I said, it's a mind thing. If you get up in the morning, God give you breath, and you rose up, even if you rose up to eat, you had to tell yourself to do that. You didn't allow the parasites that caused you to start craving all of those different type of junk foods and all of that excess amount of toxic meat that put the weight on you. You didn't stop it from making you rise up to get it. So that's the same mentality, you all, that we have to take on this Motivational Monday in order to get you through the rest of this week. It's the same mind. And guess what? Are the parasites that still eating you in you at that time? Absolutely. They're there. But what got you up to take care of the children, Sister Najee? What got you up, Sister Cherry, to start your day off and to help to motivate me? What got you up, Sister Tyra, to get up in the car and to do your thing? What got you up, Sister Lauren? And you got business, you got a new business going. What rose you? What made you? What helps you? Was it because you covered by God daily? Huh, sister? What rose you? What got you up? And did it change the fact that you got parasites eating you in the gut? Did it change the fact that you have negative things going on around you? No, you still rose up. I'm going to tell you what changed. It was the mindset. It was because somewhere somebody has spoken life into you. You understand that I still got to take care of myself and my family. I still have responsibilities. Even if you're not working, which is, I don't understand that there's a such thing as that unless you queen and you royalty. And for what I heard when I read about what the duties of the queen was, it was amazing. Somebody need to Google it, because there's a whole lot of stuff that we don't understand. And I know it's a whole lot that eats the mind of a queen, because here it is. Even though she's not expected to take out the trash, I take out the trash. Even though she's not expected to cook her own food, I cook food. Even though she's not expected to go out and get a 9-to-5 job. Y'all, she have about 20 different people coming at her, telling her how she need to hold her hands. She can't even be herself. Yep, I said it. Telling her how she need to cross her legs. Telling her how she has to hold her purse. Telling her how her top has to be always covered up until this point. Telling her how she can wear her hair. God. If some of y'all had thought and knew that being a queen consists of somebody controlling everything that you did, ain't no way you'll be hollering, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. Yeah, I want to be a queen. I want to be like a queen. No, we only see the good part of that. She look good. And I only call you all queens because I'm saying that you deserve to be respected. Because for so too long, those of us that are here, especially my soul sisters, we have been disrespected. We have been underappreciated, and you all have heard this, and you know it. We have gone through it. Thank you, sister. I'm glowing because I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm able to still do what I love to do, what I'm passionate to do. I had a parasite, and I'm going to call it a parasite. Yeah, that's a good name. That's a good name. That was trying to eat me, trying to eat at my brain. You need to go get another job then. You need to go do this. You need to go do this then. Right during the time of the passing of transition of my firstborn. Y'all surprised? I'm like, I am working. I am doing a job. I'm doing this, that. I'm doing 10 different jobs from the morning to the night. What do you mean? And that's just how parasites talk, y'all. It's not there to give you life. It's not there. You still look good on the inside, and we can't see the parasites within us, right? And so automatically, when you see somebody walking around and they got the clothes on right, and we have the hair wrap, and you got your stuff together, we got our earrings. Some of y'all, you look nice and clean, right? Can I see your parasites? Can you see your parasites when you look into the mirror? Do you really see a parasite? No. They're hidden. And that's what demonic parasites do. They hide. They need a covering. But once you pull the cover off of them, once you put that lemon in them, when you are given lemon, please, by all means, make some lemonade. That's how we have to treat our life, you all. That's how you got to treat it. I have gone through that for years in my life. At first, I'm criticized for being too nice. First, I'm criticized for being too friendly. I'm criticized for this. I'm criticized for being perfect. I'm criticized for, oh, okay, this is all you're going to eat today is a salad. Oh, criticized for, wait a minute. No, you need to make sure that you charge more. You got to make more money. Well, criticized for, well, wait a minute. How's you understanding everybody's perspective? Criticize them, man, you know too much. Oh my God, you are Miss Know-It-All. Some of you all have experienced that. Those are parasites. Those are negative parasites. And I can promise you that for every negative thing that's said to you, y'all share, hit the like and share, but I almost didn't like to do that. But nevertheless, they tell me that I got to do it. So I do it. And so for every negative person or thing that's taken over your body, every parasitic toxic meat that some of you all may be still tempted to eat and to take into your system, that causes you to be crampy, it causes you to be able to be irritable, that causes excess amount of odor in your system. I can promise you that if you alleviate that from out of your look, just try one whole day for those of you all that's still struggling, that feels like this is what you got to do, this is what has control over you. I'm like, look, the devil is a lie. There we go. We got somebody. Hey, that's Sister Janelle. Grand Rising Time. I'm eating my grapefruit right now. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all put it in there. That grapefruit is a parasite killer. It will cause you to lose those parasites. They run from that. Now, get this. The parasite runs from that's bitter. But they run to that's sweet. How many of you all have seen it where I got to use this since I see more of my sisters? Until I see my brothers chiming in, then I can address some of y'all. But until then, I see more of my sisters chiming in. And so we're going to talk to my sisters, and that's all right. How many of you all have noticed that abusive people, abusive males, usually go after sweet women? Usually go after the nurturing and the caring woman. Never go after the mean one. They never go after the woman that's super bitter. It's always the sweet, the nice guy that seems to end up going with the bitter or tough one. It's always the opposite, it seems like, for the most part. An abuser, a manipulator, will never go for what it can't manipulate. Will never go after something that is not caring, something that's not considerate, something that will not put them before themselves. And so that's the same way parasites are. Parasites will take and come in and take all of your goods. It wants everything that's sweet in you, anything that's in you. And I'm sorry to tell you all, the reason why the lemon, the reason why the grapefruits are necessary is because the parasites will go after the fruit, the sweet fruit that you just ate. I have just learned from a segment from a doctor, from a real MD doctor, that they will attach themselves to the leaves. So for those who are like myself, that are more of a vegetarian than anything else in the whole wide world, and that will eat that strawberry, Yeah, y'all. This is the reason why the process of rinsing your fruits off is so necessary. I have the still water here. And if you have your baking soda, just a little teaspoon of a baking soda, you grab yourself a little small bowl. Sometimes when I'm just getting a few fruit, I won't even put it in no big bowl. I'll put it in the cup. And in some cases, you will see the little worm, the parasite come out. It's not often, but don't ever take it for granted that it's not in there because it goes after your sweets. And this is the reason why we have to be so careful with the juicing. Yep, I said it. Even though you were able to lose weight from it, even though we're able to get all this energy from it and feel so revitalized, I haven't juiced yet. I have not. I washed my face, I cleaned myself up, and I got myself up, and I came before you all. So where's the energy coming from? You tell me. I haven't done it yet. Okay, here it goes. I have a mind. I allow myself to be able to be taught. I believe in the power of prayer. I believe in the power of meditating on that's positive, what I want to see, the encouragement that I want to see with our people. That alone fuels me. That alone gives me energy. That alone, when I think about somebody that's being negative, and we need the fiber too, absolutely. Hey, is that Sister Jeanette? Get out there, girl. How you doing? And I did get that link that you sent to me. So when you all hear positive things and articles that you often let me stop now because y'all know I get on the road. You all have positive articles or articles that you think that would be healthy to speak upon. I do receive those through the email. The email is, if somebody's able to put it in the chat, is Dr.Chef Health and Wellness at gmail.com. That's my Gmail. And then I have another one, Health Coach, Fefe, like Fifi, at gmail.com. And I even have another one, Ask Coach Fifi. That's from my father. That's to give my father his props for calling me Fifi. Yes, and so therefore, this is what I'm looking at, you all. You have to have a mind. You have to allow not just the parasites that's eating you into your system, especially if you know that you are taking in a lot of toxic food and different fruits and you're not rinsing them off. You're not soaking them. You're not getting them off. When you cut your stuff, make sure you're looking inside of, because they like their family members. Yeah, they like their friends. Or back in the day, we call it their 8-spoon coons. We like that. Look, they like their BFFs. And so just like us, when we gather together, even on this platform, we like being able to feel like we have support one from another. We know that it'll be something positive, something motivational that's going to be shared. So we gather together, even through a computer. This is what we do. And so think about it. If we do everything in nature that God created, or everything that man has tried to mimic like the Most High, it created it to join together. This is the reason why, even though we have so many toxic relationships, even though a lot of us come from what we call crazy families, we still want to try to gather together with somebody because we were created to. This is the reason why it hurts when separation takes place, because it's only natural. We were created to join together. We were created as a people to unite ourselves. And it brings me right back to a scripture that says that a people that unite themselves together will be able to conquer anything. And this is the reason why we are so compelled to, even when we're tired, to say, "Nah, let me go and support the sister. Let me go and see what Dr. Chef talking about. Let me go ahead and be some type of help to her. Let me go ahead and let me get into this chat and let me say hi to this one, that one, the other, let them know I'm thinking about them." Well, guess what? The parasites do the same thing. They want to get with their homeboys. They want to get with the gangsters. And they want to cause war. You ever been around people and if you're guilty, it's okay. We're here to still motivate you. It's okay. It's like, oh, I just can't stand her. She's just always happy. She always motivated. Ain't nobody that happy all the time. I had a sister that used to do that to me. At the church house. Yes, I did. Everybody else was cool on me. Everybody was happy. They just embraced me. The mother boy embraced me. Everybody was embracing me. Yeah, there was some sitting back curious, like, oh, who she is? Who she be? Because I had just gotten married into the church. But it was one sister, just one. She could sing and she could do her little thing, and I loved her voice. So I had a reason to be like, oh, beautiful, strong, talented, gifted sister. So I have nothing negative against them. And one day she just decided, after a year of seeing me and how I remained nice, I remained having my positive attitude. Even though y'all, I was eating parasite, I was eating parasitic things at that time. This is how I know it's a mind thing. I was binging on sugar too. I've shared that with you all. I was a sugar addict. I still like sweet things. We're not against sweet things. It allows you to feel rejuvenated, gives us energy. It's nourishing to the body. Sugar itself, raw sugar itself, just so you know, just like raw honey. If there's a cut there, it will heal it. Just put it right there on the cut and just watch it. It'll sting just a little bit, but it'll draw out that infection. It will heal the body. It will heal the skin. I got a cut years ago when I was cutting a 30-pound turkey. 3 a.m. in the morning. Getting ready for Thanksgiving, ready to fixing up all the fires. And I sit there and I cut it. And just by the way, oh, my daddy gonna get me, y'all. My stepfather gonna get me. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday, daddy. Because I'm gonna send this link to him. My daddy, Josh Stokes, my stepfather, Pastor Josh Stokes. Today is his birthday. So I'm supposed to start off with that, y'all. And he's been so supportive, especially since my mom transitioned in 2021. I mean, that's a fireball man there, y'all. And he's always just inspired and motivated me to do some good things. And so I'm saying this, and he does. He said, girl, you need to speak to all these people because you say some things that really make me think. And that's a gift. That's a gift. You keep doing what you're doing. That's my daddy. He's real country, y'all. And so here goes. I cut it. And he was the first. The reason why he came up to my mind is because he was the first that took and told me, go get some sugar. Because his mother, Mother Stokes, was raised on a plantation as a little girl. And that's all they did was they ate from the ground. They ate from the earth. She said, and she imparted that into them, taught them how to sew, taught them how to cook, taught them how to build on homes and everything. It was I think 10 of them all together. And so he told me, go grab the sugar. I called my mama first. I'm like, oh man, mama, I done cut my hand real deep, blood everywhere. I'm just dripping to the restroom. And now, keep in mind now, I had a raw, old, nasty, stinking what looked like it was a clean turkey. Yes, I did. And so the meat from the knife would automatically sit in salmonella poisoning in my skin. And daddy said, girl, now I didn't know as much as I knew then. This was years ago. But he said, go put some sugar on it. I said, huh? He said, do like I said. Go put some sugar on it. Now, all I had at the time, I'm going to be honest, y'all, all I had at the time was some cane sugar. I didn't have all this other fancy stuff. I didn't have all that. I wasn't completely fully converted yet to all natural organic, because I'm figuring at the time, cane sugar was the best that we could do at the time. I don't even think turbidose sugar was even on the market at the time. Of course, raw honey was. But he said, put the sugar on it. And I put the sugar on that big old dash. And to this day, if I show you hand, can you see? It healed it up. It drew out. I could literally feel the toxins in my body drawing out. Just going, like draining into it. And then it started to swell. And then it sealed it. And I promise you, within 2 weeks, that cut had healed. And it was a deep dash. Do you hear me? So that taught me something that I couldn't read in a book. I said, where is this at in my home remedy book? I said, where is this at online? I couldn't find it, y'all. I couldn't find it where this cane sugar was supposed to heal a cut wound. I couldn't find it. You don't even really hear where they say honey heals a cut wound or draw out infections. Think about it, y'all. That is intentional. That is intentional. Parasitic-minded demonic forces will never allow you to get the full truth about how you can heal heal your body. It will only take that is positive, that is good, and use it against you. Or either it'll try to take it away from you so that you can be parasitic and so that you can be eaten alive. And that's what happens. I came across an article the other day. Well, actually, it was a little short story, and it hurt me to my heart because I know what it is to have a special needs child. And it was where the special needs young man had been incarcerated, and they let him go. And they said that the jail was so toxic and so dirty, and had a lot of bugs and parasites. And they are trying to say that the parasites ate him up. And they showed the picture of his face disfigured. And I said, Lord Jesus. I said, Lord, bless the family. That's the only thing that's going through my head. The mother, they showed the mother and the father and how distorted she was. And it hurt in my heart because I'm like, oh, Father, this is the thing that if you've never had a child and you that really truly can't defend for themselves, that's the number one concern. Even when you have a nice child that won't fight back, that won't stand up for themselves, you automatically start worrying about them when they're not around you because you don't know, because you know it's evil out here. It's parasites that's out here. It's sick people that's out here that's always looking to prey. It's like a lion that's ready to pounce on another small animal. That's the mentality that we have out here today. And if you're like me, where you've seen some of these things, I'm from Missouri. Some of the people call this misery. And in certain parts of it, it's miserable to go and to look and to see the condition of some of our people. To see that even when you're driving, the nasty attitudes, don't nobody want to let you in. And they know the highway. They know you're trying to get in. They know you can't get stuck. Because they got parasitic mindsets that's inside of them eating away at them. They're not healthy. And so if they're not healthy in the gut where there are toxic parasites, then that means you cannot be as healthy in the mind. Y'all gonna see me say this all the time. I'm gonna always take it back to the stinking thinking. And yes, we are all guilty one time or the other because we are people that we look with our eyes, and whatever you see, that's teaching you something. Somebody say, oh, Dr. Shell, I love your rap and how you rap it. So one time I did a YouTube thing where I was showing how to rap it. I didn't know what I was doing because I had never gotten into the camera and rap it because it comes so natural to me. But that's how we learn. We learn through one of our senses, and that's through sight, through seeing. So when I get ready to put this glass of this lemon in and I drink down, understand that I'm killing off parasites that could have came from the fruit and the vegetation. I might have missed it because some of them are so small you can't even see them. And yeah, some people take on the mentality, well, man, we can't eat nothing then. Well, you do that, that's exactly the trick that they want you to think, is that just because they're everywhere, that you can't live. You can't eat nothing. You can't trust nothing. That's a parasitic thought too. That's eating away at your positive mind and at your drive to be motivated to get through the day. Because now you're worried about what I can't eat. I ain't share that with you so that you can be thinking that just because it's parasites in your fruits and your vegetations and they gravitate to the sweet the most. If somebody tell you that they don't, they lie. I'll tell them, prove it. I'll go and grab up a bunch of fruit. And I promise you, we lay it out there. I promise you, we'll find some parasites. Don't let me go out there and get the scientific little telescope thing that I bought for my step-up son, so that he can look and see everything that's on his food. And so here it goes. You say, okay, Dr. Chef, you're talking so much about the parasites. What can we do to get rid of them? What can we put on there? I'll give you one hint. Diatomaceous earth is what it's called. Diatomaceous earth. It has no taste. A little bit of sprinkle of it that you put on the food will kill those little parasites. They use it in your lawn and your gardening when they want to be able to kill off the bad parasites so that they don't eat away at all of your vegetations and your fruit. Diatomaceous earth. Some of you all have heard of it. You might as well just go ahead and get a big bag. I bought them by the box. and you start sprinkling. Just sprinkle a little bit. It has no taste, so you don't have to worry about it. Diatomated earth is also known for helping you to lose that gut, that waste, all of that excess waste that you have. As the more and more you get in the habit of taking that and sprinkling that on your food, since it doesn't have no taste, take advantage of that. Are you hearing me? Take advantage of the fact that it does not have any taste, and sprinkle just a little bit, like a pinch of it. Or it's some of y'all super proper. That's fine. Get a little bit of spoon. Now, it's one of my bigger spoons, but you'll get the picture. The rest in the dishwasher. Just a little bit, just the tip of it, just literally like a half of a teaspoon. Not even barely that, and sprinkle it over your food. And that will help kill off the parasites. And you say, well, we can do that every meal. Yes, you can. You can even put it inside of your smoothie. Yes, and it's known for being able to be placed in products as a byproduct to help with balding, to help with killing parasites. It's all in. You can put it inside of your laundry. Cause it's parasites inside of there too. Yeah. Yeah, you're carrying it every time you go outside. You're carrying it within the clothes too. Don't feel bad if you didn't know. It's okay, because I was the same way. What is the name again? Diatomated earth. Don't get me to try to spell it, y'all. I'm not finna try to come. She got it in there. She got it. Thank you, Sister Harris. She's a lifesaver. That's how. Look. That's the soul sister. She spelled it, Sister Najee, here on the YouTube channel. Is DIATOMACEOUS, earth. Hey, that's Sister Taurus Thomas. That's it. I look. That go the queen right there. Yes, diatomated earth. You all start using that. Now, I'm gonna tell you, this stuff is so powerful, and they know so much about it that even in certain parts of California, and they may even try to block it now, where some of them can't even use it there. Some of the law officials have blocked them from having it, and I found that out years ago. I'm like, what? And so anytime they block something that's natural, that I see that they're using themselves in their businesses of lawn and care, which that's a billion-dollar industry. I always think, okay, let me look this up. Since it says diatomated earth, meaning it must be something that comes from the earth. It's little crystals. And do you know that them parasitic so-called lawmakers or legislators went in and talking about, because the crystalline is a little bit too much, and it could cause problems. No, good and well, ain't none of us going after nothing that you can't taste in the first skit. No, they just wanted. They did not want it to. They wanted the parasites to be able to kill off the natural foods of the earth, so that they could grow their GMO goods. So this is the reason why they wanted to ban it there, because most of the land that's there, it is, think about it, California is right there next to the water. And so the water, even with it being polluted, is giving life to all the green things that's there. That's why we get so many good green things from there. I'll give you a prime example. I get the salt that's from there that I was going to share with you all for Thanksgiving. Give me a minute. Let me see. Let's salt go. Let's salt go. Sea salt. They green salt. Here you go. Prime example. I had to turn that thing around, y'all. I was so anxious to get that. Here you go. You see the salt right here? Check that out, y'all. Now, you can't eat too much of it or you start feeling dehydrated. It does what it's supposed to do, is absorb it. Now, this comes from the corner of California. And this is called green salt. It comes with a little salt, little container that's up in there. I'm not going to go dig in there no more, y'all. That's too much. Y'all will be hollering, Dr. Chef, you're doing too much. And I'm just the one to turn around and tell you, yes, I am. Look, y'all. See, look at that. That green salt is a healthy salt alternative, is what they call it. 100% dehydrated. siliconolia, salty, and it has magnesium, copper, and vitamin B3. Remember, I told y'all about the Beatitudes. It has that. So meaning it provides some carbs, and you can barely taste it, but my God, when you put it in there, it get that little seasoning. I'm like, hey, I'm like, all right now. I had a little soup. I was like, how? I was like, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. I was like, oh, and it's green, y'all. And this comes from the seaweed area there. And they have distilled this so good and it's so refined. And I put it in the Thanksgiving food. Y'all didn't know, though. That was my best kept secret. It came in 3 days before the Thanksgiving service that we had back in November 19th. Yeah. And so I said, I'm going to use this. I go back there. No sisters coming around and say, let me check that out. Hey, sister, let me check that out. Let me look and see what that is. When I turned around, all my stuff was gone. Y'all know how we do. Thank you, sisters, for sharing that. Yes. I hear that, lady. Yeah, I see some of y'all. Y'all some, man, y'all some goes. Hey, Brandon loves sports TV. Hey, how you doing, bro? You got one bro that slipped up in there. Go ahead. And so, yeah. And so when you use that little bit of salt, you don't have to worry about erasing your blood pressure is what I'm trying to say. It gets the magnesium in the body. It gives you the vitamin B. And you order, it is like $9.99 with shipping and handling. I do not sell this, but I will be sharing some extra things. I'm waiting for shipment to come in now because I got some nice little surprises for you all with some new products that is not expensive, but are of the highest quality. And I want to take it myself first because I shared this on Fruitful Friday and I think Wellness Wednesday. I shared it. Y'all go back and look at some of those clips there. And I wondered, what brand is this? Okay, thank you. So it's called Green Salt is the brand. It literally says green salt. Y'all seeing that good enough? That is the bag. And it has all of its nutritional facts on the back. I'm telling you what's in it and what's not. It's manufactured by a company called Green Salt LLC. 1189 Goldsboro Road in Aquadale, California. The website is www.trygreensalt.com. And they are saying that it's a product from Mexico. And, they don't allow Americans, to my knowledge, they don't allow us to go and oversee their land. Mexico don't play with us like that. They going to make sure that they keep their energy. They going to make sure they keep their energy. You ain't taking their sources. Not yet. Now, why you think that we're the ones that's going around trying to get them to do the work? Anytime you come across a people that's still eating from the earth and practicing our original way of eating from the land and not allowing all that pollution to take place, and we have a president that'll turn around and tell them we're going to build the wall, and then they laugh at you and be like, yo, we just go underground. We'll just fly. And they laugh about it. You messing with some real energetic, powerful people. Mm-hmm. And they are the descendants from us. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They got some of that melanin in them. And my goodness, they have put it to work. Yep, I give them their props. They have put it to work. They will work together. I have a few in the family. And they will work together. They will buy one house. And they will put their money together. And they will ride in one car. And then they'll help each other get their businesses and make some things happen. And they don't have to like each other either. They don't all like each other, y'all. No, they don't. They don't like each other. No matter how parasitic they are, no matter what's eating them. But yeah, we, as our own people, as our melanated Black folks, African American people, so they call us, the original people, we come up here and we literally allow the parasitic clowns, allow us to have a mentality of being separated one from another. And that is not good. When I heard the process of how when our African brothers and sisters come over here and how they're taught not to mingle with us because they have been presented videos of showing them that all of us are just ghetto and all of us do things in your kind of way and you can't trust them. All of them drinking, all of them smoking, all of them. Yeah, this is what they feed them. How you know, Dr. Chef? Because I got some friends. I got some friends, the sister that I support with the tea. And I'll bring the tea out soon. If I can get the tea. If I bring that tea, this year, the healing turmeric tea. And we're working on some goodies that's coming from me soon. That's going to help aid in, I have to watch how I say it, help aid in causing you all to have a healthy bloodstream for those who's wrestling with sickle cell anemia or any form of anemia. And that will actually help clean out their gut in a very, very gentle way. I got that. We're working on that as well. And so you all keep me in prayers as I work on this, because I have a lot of parasites that I am fighting against right now. A lot of parasites. And no, they're not the ones internal that's saying, go get that extra sweet thing that you want, Dr. Chef. Go get that extra piece of chocolate. Yeah, I got them there. And I'm looking at them. And I'll be honest, anytime, even when I get attitude from my daughters, yeah, they have autism. This is a different generation. I tell them, I said, no, it's okay. It's just some parasites. That's what I tell them. I don't take it personal. I know exactly what I'm fighting against. That's like, what, Dr. Chef? Yeah. Instead of calling it a demon, call it what it is. Call it a parasite. Because anytime you can't feel good and you can't feel positive about yourself, notice I didn't say sad. Notice I didn't say if you get bad news that you don't like, that you can't have a moment. I'm not saying that. Let's think balance. Let's balance those things out. Just like you have to balance off your food. If you fall off eating ding dongs, if you fall off eating a Suzy Q, a honey bun, if you fall off eating that little piece of candy, does that mean that you just stop and let the parasite take over? Does that mean that you keep on feeding those toxic ghetto family members that just won't allow you to get up and get no peace, that's coming in your refrigerator, taking your food out your refrigerator, that's coming in trying to tell you how to spend your money, that's coming in trying to borrow all of your stuff? Now, I know some of y'all are blessed. You don't have to deal with that, and neither do I. But I have seen it. I have been around it a few times. And I'm like, oh, no, we didn't. No, we're not doing that today. No. I can't allow you to just take it. Look, take control over every good thing that I'm putting together. That's the same way you have to talk to those parasites in the food. When you look at that food and you look and you see, wait a minute, Dr. Sell said it may be parasites in here that'll take over and start laying dormant in my small intestine, that'll be eating away at my pancreas, that'll be eating away at my kidneys, that they have an appetite of their own. Yes, they do, y'all. Look it up. What's eating your brain? It's some books out there on it already. It's some segments on it already. You can go right here on this YouTube channel and they will break it all the way down. I don't have enough time to break it all the way down, but I am going to take it piece by piece and start telling you the name of your parasites. Yes, I am. Because it's important that you know who your enemies are. It's important for you to know what's eating you. You thinking that you're doing you think you're the one that's doing the eating. You think you're the one that's just eating. Yeah, you are participating in doing the eating, but they are the ones that have the craving. It's no different from somebody that's lustful. Yes, it's no different from somebody that said, I gotta have this. I remember you speaking about it. Yes, thank you, Sister Star. Yeah, it's no different. You notice how you ever been around? I don't know if some of y'all ever experienced a guy, let's say a guy, and for the brothers and sisters, anybody coming after you, and if you're the one, let me put this disclaimer out there, y'all not finna mess me up, that if you're the one, this is not to make you feel bad. This is not to make you feel like I'm saying, you all messed up and you can't get together, because it's normal for someone to like someone. But what's abnormal is for you to stalk someone. That's abnormal. I had somebody tell me, I'm obsessed with you. Matter of fact, I had somebody's to tell me that I was obsessed with you, that I'm infatuated with you. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't know how to feel about that, y'all. Now, so somebody that wants somebody to be infatuated with them or to be obsessed with them, That sounds like a compliment, don't it? Uh-huh. No, let me explain to you what that means from a narcissistic person or for somebody that's abusive. That means that they desire to take control over you, whether it be good or bad. That's what that means. And that's exactly what parasites do. They look, they jump into your food, they crawl into your food, and now they want to nest. They lay their larva eggs. Does that sound like a process of mate and have babies or what? Mm-hmm. Because it's natural for them to mate and have babies. But I'm sitting here confused, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of confused. It says, "No, ma'am. When we fall, we have to get up. And just a man falls 7 times, but he gets back up." Absolutely. I like that. See, look, if you fall 7 times, you get back up. I believe in that. How about I believe? I don't care how many times you fall, you better get back up. I had to learn that through my first one, daughter Najee, that just passed away. She used to fall every time she would have a seizure. And it could be from anywhere from 50 to 100 times. And I shared this before with some of you all have heard, some of you didn't. And I got to a place where I got tired of feeling sorry for her. I got tired of feeling the hurt that every time that she falls, she would bite her lip. And this is before I figured out the regimen of how to feed her to minimize and to eventually just get completely rid of all her seizures through natural means and through prayer. And so I got tired. So finally, some say, just take yourself. And this is what parasites do to you. Because at this time, in order to have her to stay happy, we would give her little juice. And then finally, I had met a nurse that cared enough to say, now, you know what, you can't have all that sweet juice. That's not good. To get her brain going too much, and it will have her too hyper. And that's why she didn't want to sit down. I said, oh, okay. And so that's way to, she asked me, how much juice do you give her? I said, about, in her 8-ounce sippy cup. She said, that's too much. Oh, that's way too much for her. And so I stopped, just like that. Her dad wanted me to keep giving her the stuff just so she can be happy, just so she could be hollering, la, 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 and just so she would never cry about nothing. But I had to make the hard decision to say, no, even though this is sweet, it's too much sugar. Yeah, it's too much sugar. And organic hadn't come out yet at that time. And we wasn't juicing and blending like that at that time. And so I had to make the decision to take away the one thing that she really truly enjoyed in order to help her not to think that it's okay, to minimize some of that excess amount of energy that she had that would eventually land her to having a collapse, to her falling. And so I literally would get down on my knees and I would tell her, I said, okay, enough is enough. You cried your last cry, little girl. I said, Mama got you. I said, I got down on my fours with her that last time when she took that last fall. And I said, now, I didn't know if she could understand because she wasn't talking at the time at all. And I put my knees down on both hands. I got down on my hands like I was an animal. Yes, I did. And I looked at her and she looked back at me. And I said, baby, I said, you got to get up. When you fall, you got to get back up. Now, y'all, mind you, I went through this sometimes at least 50 to 60 times throughout the day up until she started school at 5 years old, because I wasn't going to release her to them until I saw a program that I felt that worked for her and that was safe, until I felt comfortable with who was there, because that was my right as her mother. And I said, okay, if you say that you have the right to have my child and you could do better than me with her, then I want to see what you got to offer her, because I understood that I'm dealing with parasites. I understood that I'm dealing with some things that could be negative. And I understood that anytime money is a part of the equation, that somebody's trying to persuade me to give away my jewel, to give away my firstborn. And so I was like, show me. Okay, give me the guidelines of what I have the right for her to have. And this is the attitude, you all, that we have to be motivated to do in our life to have. You have the right. You have the right to take on that is good in your life. You have the right to literally detox yourself from parasitic things that come to take and tear your body down, things that come in your life that comes to mess your mind and your thoughts up and have you thinking one way when you should be thinking another, and you're annoyed because you're not making any progress. Y'all see me wearing this bracelet? Flossie gave it to me. A sister made it. They gave it to me, and we all had to pick and choose. This is the reason why you always have me. I bathed in it. They said, pick one thing. This came right after the transition of Najee. Now, y'all know I like to coordinate and get my stuff together. And she's like, I know you my people. Now, she from Kenya, y'all. She said, I know you my people. No, she said, you better know that you my people when if you got one of these braces on, right? I ain't never been doing those little stuff like that. And, and I get a little boost. I want my everything looking right, y'all know how we do it. Yeah, y'all queens know what I'm talking. And so since I loved her positive energy, 60 years young, beautiful, got energy of a 20-year-old woman, probably more energy than some other people. And she turned around and she said, here, pick what you want. And now, because I felt when my daughter transitioned that, okay, if I think about everything else that I wanted to do with her, if I think about the negative things that was transpiring at the time when I was going through, I said, then I may just wind up just sitting here and not moving ever again. Come on, y'all. This is Motivational Monday now. My firstborn has transitioned, and I'm thinking to myself, all the time that I could have had, more time I wanted to spend with her. I was like, I'm thinking about if I could have did this, that's the normal thing to do. Anytime something leaves you and you want to be able to have control over the process. And I'm sitting here thinking, if I don't move it. So when she brought this braces and she said, okay, pick what you want. Mine says progress. And so I picked progress because I understood that if I had meditated and if I thought on it too long, that I might not ever move again. If I hadn't thought about the life, the good life, the trials and the tests that I had made it through with her, the strides, the where she started from, and what if I hadn't thought about the good things that had taken place, I felt that I may have just lost my mind. And that's challenging when that is when that's your dear child. It's challenging when it's the one that, hey, I can pick you out something that you like and you make mama feel like I made a good decision. It's not the one that's complaining and grumbling about everything and may run the back talk and be sassy. It's the one that is your dear child. It's my spiritual child, the most out of them all. So her condition never played anything that she was not capable of doing, never overrode my mind more so than that she's my sweetest child. She's my most loving child. She's my most simple child. She's my most thankful child. I had to wrestle with her about goods and what to eat naturally when somebody said, because she go, no, she knew how to go in the refrigerator and pull out what she wanted to. She knew how to go and do that. And would eat up that whole refrigerator if you let her. So no, I'm saying that to say, you all, that when she would fall, I had to get her motivated to get back up. She couldn't talk to me. Your parasites ain't necessarily talking to you with a real voice is what I'm trying to say. What's eating you is not necessarily coming out in a physical being that's talking to you, even though once it gets into a physical body, once it gets into a whole body, it is actually talking to you. If it's taking over the mind and it's causing you to be extra negative, if it's causing you to be a naysayer, then it is taking over you. That's when you know you are dealing with a parasite and you have to detox yourself from it. Get you some water, you all. Those of you all that haven't already juiced, get you some water. Do this thing. We're going to do this, y'all. Look how pretty that water look. I'm doing distilled this time, y'all. Get you a lemon. Make it pretty if you have to. Sometimes I do that because sometimes I don't want it. Not just because I'm artistic. I just do the little thing. Look, I just do the little lemon thing just to make something pretty, because that's what chefs do. That's what we do. And now I'll take it and now I'll slice it in there. I'll take a little bit of seeds out. Yeah. You see that? And now I'll drop that whole lemon in there because let it marinate because the still water will take and it'll penetrate and it'll take and draw it out. And sometimes look at them little seeds. I'll take that whole lemon and I'll just squeeze it. See that? Oh yeah, y'all. And because I like sweet things, where am I at? I even take it and I'll use me some agave. Yes, I will. I'll take that agave and I'll swirl that up in there. Somebody said, well, what about the sweet? Ain't the parasites gonna get it? Nope, that lemon is gonna kill that parasite, y'all. It's gonna kill it. It'll take it away. Now be careful when you using some silver, because if you let it sit in there, it will take and it will penetrate within there. So don't leave it too long, because that silver, this lemon ain't no joke. It'll cut through. It will take and revitalize. See how simple I did that, y'all? Look at that. Can't beat that. Look at that. Lemon is like, and mint. Yes, you can add a little mint in there. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Y'all gotta get some music up in here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's where that, y'all, this is my segment. And I appreciate you all for tuning in. I went off a little bit, but it was okay. And I was waiting on what look, hold on. We got a John Green up in there. We had y'all greet the brother so you don't feel alone. Hi there, King. Yes. And that is my Motivational Monday for this time. I had to say something for later, y'all, because I'm going to break this thing down even more. So I'm still getting in the groove of it. And I appreciate all y'all's support. I will be calling, speaking to some of y'all today. I do have a consultation. Don't forget that you all that need a personal one-on-one consultation, I'm only receiving donations at this time. It is the number that I can be reached by 618-388-8100. And then the other is 314-705-6264. And like, share, and I will see you all again for the Wellness Wednesday, y'all. Already, ain't y'all ready? I love y'all, and thank you so much, Sister Dottie. Hey, gotta get your consultation in as well. Yes, and Sister Star, mwah, 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 y'all go and make it happen. Kill them parasites, y'all. Go ahead and clean that gut out. Y'all got y'all stuff y'all need. Get your lemon. Make it happen, captains. All right, until next time. I love you all. All right. Oh, yeah, that's good. Simplicity is where it's at, y'all. Always. Keep it simple, y'all. Don't complicate it. Don't let them parasites win. Mm-hmm.